Hello everyone, and welcome to the Little Blue Fly. In today's video, I will be sharing how to decorate a 4-foot fall tree and also to add how to achieve a maximalist look on top of a small table. Just so much different layering, just the rich fall colors. Again, I will be using the faux with the dried in my fall decorating today. I also will be adding a little something on the outside of my armoire to the left. And now my decorating is taking place during sunset and the window's real small, and then I pick back up the next day in the morning. So I hope you all get some inspiration from this video. Turn those air conditioners on, forget about the heat, and start bringing in the comforts of fall. And for those of you that have not subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe to the Little Blue Fly. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so here's a little table that I purchased from an antique store with this past year. I have one side of it up for right now, and this is a small tree. I believe this was purchased from Michael's. I could be wrong. It does have the name Ashland on it, so I think that's Michael's, right? And it is a Christmas tree. It has variegated different types of pine and some pine cones and red berries, but no worries. They just have a simple little wraparound on these branches, and I will just unwrap them and remove. I mean, they could really stay there if I wanted them to, but I guess I just don't want them to. So I'm going to remove them. So again, they just tie around each branch. And I'm going to place them all just down below in the pot here, because when Christmas comes, I can just take it on out and wrap it around the branches. So you can see there's a few more that I will be removing. Okay, so the berries are removed, and I love working with different variegated pine branches because the skinnier ones, see there's all my berries in there. There's the real skinny pine branches. I like using those to wrap around different decor pieces to help keep them in place. I will be placing these primitive lights. I'll turn it around so that you can get the number on the back of the box, because these were purchased from a storefront. And there you go, right there. Just in case any of you might be interested in using these little primitive lights. And here I just have one set on, and I like to go as close to the center of the tree as I can to get light within the, the deep parts of the tree, the Christmas tree. And here I have all 3 boxes on. It could have actually used another box, but I didn't have another box. I only have 3 boxes that I brought over from storage. And this will do nicely. It will. I will be working with this fall garland. It was, actually, I purchased 4 of these. I don't even remember what the price was. I know it was very reasonable. They were going out of business, so I was able to get 4 of them for a great deal. So I just took one, and wrapped it around the tree, and then used another garland, which I will be sharing in another part of the video from Hobby Lobby. So I just made sure to wrap 2 of them around, kept the center part open, and we will see why here in a moment. Here's one of my rooster plaques from Robin King Designs. She is always linked in my description box. Hit the word that underneath the title of my video. It says more. Click on that more button because I get asked this all the time. And a drop down will come up and Robin King is in there. Robin King Designs. Make sure to mention the little blue fly for a kind discount. And this is her vintage inspired rooster. She has several of them. And it's signed and dated. And it is glowing in this sunroom right now. Again, the sun is setting. So it's almost like the magical hour here in this room. We all have a room that has its magical hour, right? Kitchens and living rooms or bedrooms. And the sunroom is definitely it during the sunset. And I have these sweet little yellow cottage flowers, faux flowers that were purchased from the Minuteman Mini Mall. Now, they are in the back in a booth that is primitive. So maybe if you do a search online for primitive flowers, you might be able to find these. But I know there's many different faux floral picks out there that have a very soft, delicate yellow flower to them. So remember, I kept this part open. I didn't put garland here because I knew I was going to add some floral, so I was able to really make my garland stretch. Because again, I just wanted to use one because I really need the other 3 for my large fall tree. That's right, I will be doing another fall tree. I just thought to put this small sweet one in the sunroom since I'm very limited in space. Okay, we're going to go up to the top now and add in some berries. These berries were purchased, a few years back from, oh gosh, what was the New River Pottery in North Carolina. Now, in any floral arrangement during fall or Christmas or any time really, I love working with berries and different types of berries. I keep my stem straight because if I bend it at the bottom, it tends to get caught up in all of the branches. So I'll just go around and add in just different pieces of berries. And I like to stand back when I'm creating something to really take a look, an overall look of where something might be lacking or if there's too much. So again, variegate those berries. Use different types of berries. Stretch your garland by adding in other types of floral. So this is definitely saying more berries. I need more berries. But I'm going to put a little filler in here, just one of these little sweet little yellow flower picks. And again, make sure you weave things. Because, all of the floral, they love to mingle. So weave them in with one another. Here is an apple pick that was purchased from, actually a stem, that was purchased from Michael's, I believe, and I will place it on the side. I really wish I could find more of these apple stems because they're so gorgeous to work with. So when I'm putting together a tree, I never like to stay uniform. You know, I like to put tables in my trees or have different bouquets of flowers coming off the side. And here I have apples. It's more interesting to me having something come off and away from the tree versus just staying structured in just the tree form itself. Okay, so I have the apples off to the side and just, I just wish all of you could be right here in my sunroom right now getting the true color. Okay, I have this little pine pick that I will place inside of the apples and really weave it through just to add more character and to make it seem just a little bit more fuller. So see, Christmas trees aren't just meant for Christmas, right? You can use them for fall, Valentine's Day, during spring. I have yet to do one of those. Maybe next year. I don't know. Look at the apples with Robin's rooster plaque and the sunset coming in. I mean, the yellows and greens and oranges. Here's just a lone berry pick. I have no idea where it came from. It's just in my many boxes of florals. So I'm just going to place it in here because, again, it's all about putting in different types of berries. Love how it's all full over to the right side. And just know you don't have to match it on the left side. It's okay just to have one side, something coming off of it. Okay, so we're going to add in some more berries here up at top. Now look, did you notice the bottom of that stem was, and look, I bent it up. And look, this little sucker doesn't want to go in there. It gave me a hard time. And it's because the stem was bent at the bottom. I should have made sure it was straight. But for some reason, last year I had it bent. Now we will be adding in some of these darker berries. They are a rich plum color, and they were purchased from Hobby Lobby. So I placed a couple off to the right, and I will add another here up front. Now, when I went in earlier this year, when they first put out fall, I did not see these berries, and I haven't been back in, so I don't know, but these were purchased from Hobby Lobby, and they're with all the picks. And so we have quite a bit of variegated berries up at the top. We have the apples coming off of the side. Robin's wonderful rooster plaque in the center. Make sure to mention the little blue fly for that kind discount. Have a large pine cone coming down off of the bottom. The sunset is just everything in this room. Now we're going to add a little bit of ribbon. And I definitely could have added it earlier. I do like to add my ribbon earlier, but I just wanted to hold off. And both of these were purchased from Merrifield Garden. One side has the rich green velvet, and then the other side is plaid. And this could be used for Christmas and fall. I thought the two, the copper color really warmed up and complemented the plaid with the green. So first I placed on my, it's like a bronze. It's more of a bronze color. Dovetailed the ends, used one of those skinny pine branches and wrapped it around the ribbon to keep it in place. The light's really not knowing what it wants to do right now because the sun is going down. So as you can see, I started up at the top with the plaid, and then I twisted it to share some of the green velvet, and then twisted it back over to show the plaid again. The green pools from the tail of the rooster and the different leaves that are on the tree. And I went ahead and repeated it on the other side. Dovetails at the end, plaid facing up at top, twisting it a little bit to share the velvet, then to go back into the plaid. I love double-sided ribbon. I think single-sided ribbon is such a waste. Well, maybe not. It has its purpose, but, I guess I just prefer double-sided ribbon. Now I have these sweet birds that I would like to share from you. They do come from Old World Christmas. We have a mini songbird. Then we have the Northern Flicker. Love his polka dotted breast. And then down below, we have the Gentle Cardinal. Now birds, I'm going to do a little read, are symbols of happiness and joy. So they are regarded as a necessity on the Christmas tree. Glass blowers often kept wild birds during the winter months, since the sound of the gas flame in the workshop prompted the birds to sing. Then, when spring arrived, the birds returned to freedom. So these are a recent purchase from Merrifield Garden, but these can be purchased online as well. I'll look on Amazon, and if they do have them, I will share a link for those of you that are interested in adding some birds on your fall tree. So here's a close-up of the Northern Flicker. Again, the polka dotted breast is everything. Just gives that touch of whimsy, right? They have the glitter on them, the gold. They really elevate a tree. So I placed all three of them up there, one up at the top, one to the right, and then over to the left. We're losing our sun now. And I will be adding on some acorns up on the ribbon. As you can see, there is one to the right, up at top. Now to add just a couple pumpkins. These picks came from Hobby Lobby. Just has some maple and some berries. And I decided I didn't want to place them all about the tree. I just wanted a few. So I will be adding them down at the bottom. I try my best to keep my cords hidden. This one I'm just going to have to work with it a little bit. That'll do for now. And then I placed another pumpkin to the right, and then the stem pumpkin is in the middle. And I thought to add in one of these sweet little floral picks again down at the bottom. And again, I will work everything together, weave your florals with one another to make them look a little bit more natural in your arrangements. Okay, so it's a new day. It just got too dark, so here we are. We are in the morning hours, and we will continue on. I'm just showing again here the different items I placed in since we have a little bit more light. The different flowers and the berries and the apples, some pine cones. Fabulous ribbon. I'm such a ribbon lover. There's only so much you can do with a 4-foot tree. Now my next fall tree, that will be a large one. Okay, so this is the garland I placed on going around the tree with the other garland. Right there. And these are purchased from Hobby Lobby. And so is the black metal little tray here that was purchased from Hobby Lobby as well. Now, when I work with faux, I also like to add the real and the dried. So here we go. I wanted to bring in some gold. This vessel was purchased from Home Goods. And I just have it filled with all of my dried oranges. Now, you're going to start seeing this jar is going to empty down some because as I start decorating, I will be pulling from this jar. But I do have a fabulous DIY coming up, and we are drying oranges this year. So I placed the vessel filled with oranges in the back, and there's something about working with dried fruit or even real fruit during the holidays. It takes it to just a place that we call home, right? Mother always had this. She was raised in West Germany. Okay, so this right here is a vintage duck decoy that I purchased many years ago. In San Francisco. It was a flea market by the bay. I had it, well, when I purchased it, I also had, it was an old wood chicken coop, and I used it as my coffee table for a few years. Now this piece, someone told me last year what this is. I don't remember what this is that is dried. So for those of you that know, please let me know because I would like to purchase more of these. I just don't remember. But anyhow, so the chicken coop, I used it as a coffee table. This is just different leaves. I think this was either a Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, one of those. But it's a leaf pumpkin. Very natural, and I love it. Mother always had fruit in her displays and around the home all throughout the year, but especially during the holidays. And I just layered the three. So it's all about layering. Just keep it going, going back or up or sideways. I love for my eyes to go every direction. I'm a maximalist for sure. And then to the right, we are adding in one of my favorite roosters. It's a buttercream yellow. The lighting's different right now because this is the morning hours. again, the magical hour in this room is during the evening when the sun is going down. This was purchased, it's a plaster rooster. It has good weight to it, although it is hollow, so I have to be very careful with it. I did have a solid concrete one. I have shared this before. You know, in California, people just believe if they see something up on your porch or in your yard, well, they can just take it. They feel like they just have the right to take things. And it just really is not right. It's not okay. But anyhow, I went to a concrete yard, and he had this rooster form, and I asked him if he could make me a special buttercream yellow for the rooster, and I think he nailed it. He did a fabulous job. I love working with this piece. I will be adding, this was purchased from At Home. It is a candle stand. Now it came with it I had a DIY with this. I have all this aged goodness all over it because I used Annie Sloan's dark wax. And I have a tutorial on this. I believe if it wasn't last year, it was the year before. But you just put wax all over it with a brush and wipe off the excess, and you get that nice vintage aged look. And up at top, I just have a little like green candle ring. This was purchased from Merrifield Garden. Just different variegated greens. I'll place it in front of the rooster. And then these special blocks. Now always pay close attention to the closer look, because I always add in something a little bit differently. So for those of you that have just been holding off, waiting to decorate for fall, and and just the heat, it's just been so hot. Why not just turn those air conditioners on to Arctic and start decorating for autumn, because it really does just bring in the comfort, right? I think we all had a very hard, and we still are having a hard, very warm summer. I hope you all found wonderful inspiration to make you want to go and get your boxes now and start unpacking and making your home beautiful for the fall season. We have so much more to decorate here this year. And here is how you make a maximalist table without it looking overcrowded. At least I don't think it does. And over to the side, I did a little bit of decorating on the door, and you'll see in the closer look.